I'm going to show you 5 unique ways to brand and make your sermon clips more engaging on social media. So let me go ahead and show you 2 very quick examples of what we are going to achieve. So as you can see on the left-hand side, we have a sermon clip that we have clipped with choppity.com from a longer sermon. And on the right-hand side, as you can see over here, this is the enhanced version. So let's go ahead and watch a few seconds of each one and see what we are going to be achieving.
Finally, 5th question then is, what impact does this have? When we get this right, what impact does this have? Did you notice?
All right, so as you can see, with choppity.com, we can turn an entire sermon into many clips that you can post onto social media platforms. And this can fill up your content calendar as a church. So most clips are generally very plain, very vanilla. We clip the video and we just have some captions on top. However, there are many churches that we have spoken to who actually use Choppity and they want to brand them a little bit further. So on the far right-hand side, let's go ahead and take a look at this one.
Finally, 5th question then is, what impact does this have? When we get this right, what impact does this have? Did you notice in this passage, everything in Ephesians chapter 5 is grounded in Jesus? Do you notice that? Everything. It's grounded in who Jesus is and what Jesus has done for us. And so what this means is marriages have the opportunity to point people to the
All right, so as you can see, there were 5 different ways that we actually went ahead to enhance the sermon clips to make them feel a little bit more unique. So the first one is, you can see that we actually have a logo. The second one is ensuring that the captions are actually the same style as the actual website of this church. You can see that we've also used the church brand color, this nice blue. We've also updated the template to actually make the video a little bit smaller so it is framed within this beautiful frame or video template. We've also rounded the corners a little bit. And then we've also utilized Choppity's AI video generation to actually generate some B-rolls for the clip to make it more engaging. So I'm going to show you how you can do this all step by step within Choppity. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and open up choppity.com. So I've left links in the video description and also in the comments if you want to sign up to Choppity or use this app. But I'm going to go ahead and click back into the app and I want to show you how you can do this all on your own. So as long as you have created a choppity.com account, you'll land into your account dashboard over here. Now, obviously, you can upload your sermon, your weekly sermon in multiple ways. You can paste the link. You can click upload a file. I've gone ahead and already uploaded Ben's sermon from over here. He's given me permission. I've actually reached out to him. And it's gone through the process of analyzing, finding the best moments. And let me just quickly show you an example. You can see that once you have imported your video, you'll have the option to pick your caption styles. You can update some of the caption transitions. You can add some effects. You can ensure that the actual clip is either framing automatically, or if it's focused on just the active speaker, if there are 2 people on stage, for example, or if there are multiple people on stage, you can always set it to always split and we'll show both people on stage. And at the bottom, you can also see that there are some additional settings that you can set up. So once I had uploaded the video, I hit generate clips and that will go ahead and generate and analyze the clips for me. Once that process has been completed, you are then presented with all these different clips from your sermon. Now you can go through, read through the transcript to find the ones that you like. You can then go ahead and star the ones that you want to actually use to the top of the page. You can also, if you have lots of different clips, you can collapse them, as you can see, like that. All right, so once you have found the clip that you want to brand and make it more beautiful because you want to post it onto your social media platforms, you can go ahead and hit edit clip. And the first thing you want to do is just make sure the video has loaded. On the left-hand side in the styles, you want to make sure that you can either click on gradient, color, or image to be set as the background of this clip. So if you want to go ahead and see the background, you can increase the padding. This is what we did for the original clip. You can also round the corners. So you can see that the corners of this clip are now slightly rounded. I'm going to go ahead and grab the brand color for Southside Presbyterian Church. Click on color, click on the arrows, change this to hex code, and I'm going to copy and paste the hex code in. That's all done. So that's the first thing. The second thing that I want to do is click on plus. I'm going to hit image, and I'm going to click add image. And this is going to place their logo into my clip. Now, in the timeline, I'll select the image. On the right-hand side, I'll reduce the size so it's a little bit smaller. And then on the y-axis, I'm going to push it all the way down to the bottom. And that's where I want to place it. That's looking pretty good. And then to ensure that the image is always going to be visible for the entire clip, I can click on the zoom and just drag it further to the left-hand side so I can see the whole timeline. I can click and drag the image all the way to the end, snap it to the end. And now if I go ahead and click through the timeline, the image will always be visible. Now I'm going to go ahead and click back onto my primary media. I can go ahead and just click play.
Verse 21. Paul writes, submit to one another.
Perfect. So it's starting to look pretty good. I want to then go ahead in the left side menu, click on music. I'm going to click on ambient river. And this is going to add the background music to my clip. Now, in Ben's clip, the default audio volume is actually a little bit low. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the music. In the layers panel, I'm going to change this to 0.03. And then I'll hit play.
Understanding that Jesus Christ is a glorious King who rules.
Perfect. So we've got some branded colors. We've got some video templates, such as the framing. We've got the logo. We've got the on-branded caption styles. And then the final thing we want to do is to make this a little bit more engaging as well. We can head over to media. You can click on generate with AI. This is going to generate some AI B-rolls for us. And over here, you can see that if I click on my timeline, as you can see, if I click on this timeline item, I'll have the transcript. If I go back to media, generate with AI, you'll see that we will normally give you 3 different AI B-roll suggestions. So you can see at around 8 seconds, question, what does marriage look like? Here's a vision of marriage. It is of mutual submission to one. So at around 8 seconds, you can see that what does marriage mean? Let's take a look. Mutual submission, here we go. So it's with the question, what does a marriage look like? So around here, AI is actually recommending we put a B-roll in there. If we don't know what to put in, we can use this one, click on use. I can then hit generate. And this is going to go through the process of generating me 3 different variations of that specific B-roll recommendation. So once the generations have been complete, I'll pop back in. All right, so the AI has generated us some B-rolls for us to use. So if you go ahead and just hover on any of the clips, you'll see that these are the AI B-rolls. That looks pretty cool. So you've got 2 hands coming in. You've got 2 hands coming in to merge the rings. And then the last one, you got 2 people pushing the rings together. All right, so let's say we like the first one. I'm going to go ahead and hit apply. This is going to add the B-roll to that specific point in time. And then if I just turn up my volume and I hit play.
Here's where we begin this morning with the question, what does a marriage look like? Here's the vision of marriage. It is of mutual submission.
All right, so looking pretty good. As you can see, it automatically does all the fading and the allocation of where the B-roll should be. So once again, these are some quick tips that only take a couple of seconds for you to really enhance your sermon clips for YouTube, on Instagram, on TikTok, and all the different social media platforms. Hopefully this gave you some new ideas on how you can really polish up your sermon clips and differentiate them from other sermon clips on all the different social media platforms.